Hello everyone, my name is Lydia and this is Ziggy, and we are here today in Langkawi in Malaysia. You can take a look at the view that is behind us.
Pretty beautiful, isn't it?
This is our second video, and today we'll talk about advantages and disadvantages
Of being a digital nomad.
Yay!
Ain't no surprise.
I ordered some food.
That I can't sleep tonight. My only vice is standing by your side.
You just got zigged.
We want you to understand what is a digital nomad, what is the lifestyle, what are we doing daily, and we are going to present pluses and minuses of living this life.
Well, let's start, I guess, with pluses. So first one that I love most, that you can see the world. You can travel all around the world and you can do your job wherever you want to.
Adding up on top, geographical freedom, that's the biggest plus. And honestly, I think that's what most people get lured by. When you think about office lifestyle, it might get monotonous. And then the desire to escape, the desire to see the rest of the world, to see more, to experience more, might be the number one motivation. And honestly, we find it as the biggest advantage.
Yeah.
Next one.
Flexible working hours.
Yeah, all of these fall into one place, but yes, being a digital nomad, travel the world, and working means sometimes you have to take a flight or two, and this means you need to be flexible with your working hours, otherwise you cannot continue working, right? So flexible hours is a must, being a digital nomad, and also the biggest advantage.
So, for example, if you like waking up like at 5 a.m., you can start working straight away and then finish your day basically like at 1 and then explore. Or if you like sleeping, you can just sleep, and then work. So nobody's actually limiting you. For example, for myself, working in the morning, then explore during the day, and then working in the evening. So basically we are seeing the world, we're experiencing things, and we're also working and getting money. So I think it's perfect. And it's up to you when to work, what to do.
And I think this is why it's called a lifestyle, because you live it. You can't just go, deliver work, come back, detached. No. Number 3 advantage we found out is
freedom. It's also connected with the first two, but freedom, it means that you can take flight whenever you want to. You can do job whatever you want to. Basically, you can choose one of their freelance job that you have. Anything. You can do whatever you want to in this life. You can start your own business. You can, explore, climb the mountain. It's all up to you. There is no boss that will be saying, oh, you need to do this and this according to the plan. No. So it's really amazing to feel it, that when you're waking up in the morning and you have this, oh my God, I can rock this world. There is no limitation at all.
correct. This is both in terms of financial freedom as well and geographic freedom. And financial freedom might be harder to attain within the first months of living this lifestyle, but definitely you have a better perspective. When you start doing things, you realize, all right, this can scale up, and you have more chances to succeed in terms of financial freedom rather than continuing in the office, which is stable enough to give you money, right? But let's be honest, within 10 years, the best thing you can achieve is to get a loan from a bank and then buy a house. And this is financial freedom from that side. However, financial freedom of being digital nomad might give you business plans, scalable plans, and of course, not everybody is going to succeed. But I strongly believe this is a shot you have to take in order to find out if is it for you or not. So we actually changed the location. Take a look at the new one. The location is just spectacular.
Now we talk about the last advantage, Zig. Last advantage, you can kiss wherever you want to.
One more advantage to be considered is weather environment.
Yeah.
If you live in a climate which is similar to Norway, for example, Scandinavia in general, Germany, Lithuania, Belarus,
Almost any European countries.
Winters might get very cold. And until you get out of your climate, until you travel the world, you don't realize that. You just think it's by default. You have to spend those dark months in depression, live by and actually enjoy that. No, it's not true. This is what we're gonna try this winter. We're escaping to Thailand and Bali. I think it's gonna be a combination of two.
Yeah.
Very big advantage to me. Take a look, we just rented a scooter out, driving in t-shirt, day and night, no long sleeves, no trousers. It's a big advantage. Moving on to disadvantages.
Yeah, I think because it's also really important to mention this, because a lot of people are thinking that digital nomad lifestyle is like a dream, you know, you don't have any disadvantages, you are just relaxing on the beach and that's it. No. The first one, and I think one of the most important one, is instability. So when you're a digital nomad, you are unstable. You don't know what's gonna be tomorrow. You don't know will you have money if you're freelancing, especially the first month is like a couple of them. Then it's gonna be challenging. You're all the time thinking, okay, will I make it or not? The expenses are pretty high. I'm not earning a lot of money. Sometimes it's really difficult to be positive, you know, and just like, okay, it's gonna be all right, I just need to work hard. This lifestyle is not good for the people who loves 8 to 5 jobs. It's every day something new, every day is unique, every day can bring you more opportunities, and every day can be pretty disappointing as well. You need to be positive all the time to maintain this lifestyle.
I would say have some savings, believe in yourself, and honestly, have a plan B. Don't go just because. It's good to go just because for holidays. Okay, if your budget allows you that, do that. But have a plan B and actually work on it and detail by detail. And as Lydia said, it's definitely not for everybody. If you really find yourself living from salary to salary and you love stability, you love this fact that you're gonna get a salary next month at this particular date and you're waiting for it already in the middle of the month, then it's probably not for you. You have to have extra money. You have to be this, I would say, small businessman in your heart already in order to pursue this lifestyle.
And don't quit your office job if you're not having any plan. Like if you're like, okay, whatever, you know. No, if you need to have at least some kind of idea of your income, right? So if you're gonna be doing copywriting or you're gonna be doing something, not just like, okay, I will quit and then we will see.
Start while working, while doing 8 to 5.
So we're talking about the second disadvantage.
The disadvantage of total freedom. It's a plus and a minus at the same time.
When you are free, you all the time need to push yourself to work. So there is nobody who will say to you, oh, you need to do this and these tasks. No. You need to be the boss for yourself, and it's kind of complicated sometimes. For example, the new episode of your favorite series just came out and you're like, I want to watch, and you're like, you need to work, and you're like, okay, should I watch, should I work? And then sometimes you're watching, not working, and basically doing nothing. And that can bring you to debt, it can bring you to disappointment in life and everything. So you need to motivate yourself.
You have to work as of, you have to be disciplined. My best advice is practice this while working, come back from work, have dinner and push yourself for 4 hours, work every day, 5 days a week, and try to hustle, to make a side hustle which can grow into your lifestyle. And that's exactly what you want, to have some fundamentals to begin with.
Yeah, and advice from me is just have a plan for a day. So for example, like I need to do this, and only when you will accomplish all these tasks, you can go and relax. Also, a really important issue that is coming out for the people who are actually really hard working and they don't know how to stop, and they're all the time thinking that, oh yeah, I can do more and more and more today. You are forgetting to relax. And you are just working your ass off, you know, and you're working too much, and at some point you're just burning. burnout, and it's also not good because it will not bring you to your long-term goals. It's gonna be good short-term, but it's not gonna be good long-term. So it's basically two sides of this freedom. It's either you're not working at all or you are working too much.
Or you're perfectly balanced.
Oh, you're perfectly balanced. That's also good.
Alright, one of the most important, most touched by digital nomads, the disadvantage of being lonely.
Yeah.
And most likely, people talk about solo career. Solo career can end you up 3 years in this lifestyle and having friends all over the world. You're connected over the internet. Not everybody likes maintaining friendship over the internet. It's not the same as having humans all around. Then you can balance it by having stays in hostels instead of hotels. In hostels, you tend to see a lot of people. You tend to get connected to them. You tend to make new connections. Very nice, but keep in mind that the hostel people, they are not very business orientated, so all these connections you make, they are very temporary. You make a connection here now, you may connect on Facebook, WhatsApp and other platforms, but then you have nothing else to talk about over the internet. You don't do Skype calls and so on. Be very active while doing that. Have a plan B, how to mix yourself into communities of digital nomads in various destinations. And believe me, there are good countries to go to try the digital lifestyle. And there you can get a lot of digital nomad hubs and people around you to get connected to.
And just to add up to everything that Ziggy said, when you are traveling all around the world, especially if you're traveling alone, it's really difficult to maintain this long-term connections. So you will not have these friends that you can come for coffee with in every country, right? You will not have the small talks, and sometimes you will feel really, really lonely. If you're going with your partner, it's a bit different, but still you need connection, you need people. So that's why, as Ziggy recommended, just try to find their crowds of digital nomads, the same people as you are, and maybe at some point you will start traveling together like a company of digital nomads, doing different things but still being together. So
Yeah.
I think it could be really great.
I guess we wrap it up.
Write your own disadvantages of being a digital nomad. If you are already a digital nomad, you definitely can give us more feedback. Maybe you have some ideas and
you got zigged.
you just got zigged.
See you in the next one. Adios,
Ciao,
amigos.
ciao.
Ciao.